Welcome back, guys. This is the EMR podcast. If you're new to the channel, we'd like to welcome you in. This is our third episode. So if you guys haven't actually watched any other two, we'd like to welcome you guys to go check them out. They're pretty good. Make sure you guys, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Give us your feedback because that's pretty what drives this thing. So we'll try to stay pretty much in contact, try to reply to all of those. We'd like you guys' feedback. That way we know what you guys' interest, what do you guys like, and if you guys are liking the channel in general. So I'm Edgar, by the way. To my right here, we have Miguel. And to my left here, we have my boy Richard here. So this episode, we decided to do a little bit more of a formal introduction, I would say, because I don't think we ever got that.
I don't think so.
No.
We got like a short, like everybody gets 15-second type.
Yeah,
thing.
like
maybe
yeah. So it was pretty fast. So and some of the questions that we're asking is like, okay, who's he? Why is he there? Why are you there? How did this started? Why now? So this kind of wanted to just bring all of that, and since you guys, like I said, asking for it, why not? We'll just do this like a formal introduction. So like I said, this podcast was more as a hobby. I say it was more as a hobby. It was I guess the idea kind of just flew in naturally. I wanted to do a podcast a long time ago with one of my coworkers, and I kind of told them, hey, we should do it. But just like any other one, they just always kept on saying, yeah, we should do it. But it never actually went through. So the idea was there.
Kind of like the crypto thing.
Exactly.
If you haven't seen that, check out episode 1.
You guys will like it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's kind of how all of this thing started. It was just a thought, something I wanted to do and never got a chance to. Now, I will say, if I'm not mistaken, I brought it up to you, didn't I?
Well, Naeli had told me, and then we brought it up to you. Unless you did it like a long time ago.
I think
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if I asked you or brought up the conversation. Hey, I wanted to do a podcast with one of my coworkers, but this I don't know. I have short-term memory loss. I'm like Dory. I forget everything.
Dorothy.
Dory.
No, it's Dory.
Is it Dory?
It's Dory.
For sure,
Oh,
Dory.
Fuck, I thought it was Dorothy.
That's the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yellow Brick Road.
yes. So that's how it came about. That's how the whole podcast in general kind of was just as a thought, just kind of swinging it back and forth. And maybe it was good, because it would have been a totally different vibe than what it is today, So this kind of evolved. Like I said, it was just more of a process. I brought it up to one of my sisters. We were talking about it. I could have sworn it was with you. We might have just talked it over dinner or just one of those times that we just went out and just kind of discussed, this is what I wanted to do. I have a big mouth and I like to give out my opinion and just talk and just kind of say random stuff and just throw it out there in ideas. So I'm like, dude, this would be crazy for a podcast. And nobody wanted to follow that thought.
So it was just a thought.
It was just a thought, yeah, because that's something I wanted to do. It's just, like I said, there's no profit involved in this. It's just the fact that, gets you flowing, gets you out of your comfort zone,
Hey, honestly, it makes my Sundays like more
hype.
Yeah, like after I leave here, I'm like, hell yeah, it's like a good vibe type thing,
Yeah.
Word, for sure.
Sometimes I think it helps me as as a therapy section, You just kind of sit here and just kind of talk and learn. That's another thing that we learn so much as the creative mind of, the whole process, the whole, what you bring out this topic. And then I'm like, oh snap, I don't even know that existed,
Yeah.
So it helps out. It feeds the brain. So I guess that's what keeps it so hype. So we brought it up, and then I was talking it over with Miguel, and then we were just going back and forth on, what? He said, I think we should do it. And I said, finally, I got one. I got one. And that's what we're going to go with, Let's just try it. So originally the plan was going to be, we talked it over with Miguel. So me and Miguel just talking over the phone. And then we said, okay, cool. We went and got a couple of little setups. It wasn't nothing to how we have it right now. Yeah. But it was just me and him. And then we were just going on names and this and that.
We were originally going to call it Impact.
Yeah, Impact. And that's another story. But how we got there is how we got there. But yes, it was originally called
What if they want to know why you wanted to call it Impact?
So it's because we were shooting ideas back and forth, wasn't it?
At your house.
Yeah, we were at my house and we were just shooting ideas. I don't know what he said, and he said something, and I'm like, I don't know, bro. It
You said, more than anything, I just want it to be impactful.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
I just need something that could impact, something big, something that drives your attention. Like
Because we were talking about impulsive.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about impulsive. You see, I originally wanted a one word,
name.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I was like, dude. A one word will be it just drives your attention, you know, instead of calling it the White Wall and the Three Amigos, you know, like it's so long to remember, you know.
Yeah.
I just wanted, dude, just one word, and it just screams at you, you know, boom, something that could just impact. And then I said, like impact, you know. And then he's like, well, that's not bad. He first didn't like the idea.
It wasn't that I didn't like it. I wasn't opposed to it.
Yeah, but he wrote it down as one of the top ones. We had more. I don't remember the other ones, but impact was the very top. And then we were just going and going. And then we came one night. I don't remember. We came here one night and we kind of did like a dry run.
Oh, that was a Sunday.
That was
morning.
a Sunday as well, right? Yeah, we did a dry run. And it was just me and Mig. And
we have that footage. If you guys want to see it, let us know.
yeah, it's short, by the way. It's short because we had technical difficulties. Like I said, we were starting. We didn't know.
Oh, man, that took forever.
Yes, that one actually went on longer than this one here. If you think this one takes forever.
With the silver mic?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have some recording of you on the phone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Which we'll get to this. So that's how it started. That was the original plan. And then I think we took a break or we went to eat or something. Oh, no, we went to go get more headphones. We needed headphones.
Yeah.
We needed headphones
and a splitter.
And then on the way over there, we went to Best Buy. And then we were just talking and we were just going back and forth saying, dude, I mean, it's cool and all, but I think it'll be best if we just add another host. I just think it'll drive more. We get different minds because here it'll be just me and you back and forth, just going blah, 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 blah. And like, who's going to be that somebody that could actually split it, you know, who could be like, you know, well, he's right. Or no, he's right. You know, we need kind of somebody and just the more people you involve, I think it's better.
Yeah, it gets the conversation going.
Yeah, it flows a little bit easier because that way people are just starting to talk. And then I just kind of threw the idea out there and I said, what do you think about Richard? And what did you say?
I said, yeah, because you had mentioned a podcast before.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I have. Podcast and like vlogging.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what I've been, had for a while that I wanted to try to do. But just like you know, a lot of people would be like, and like me and Ashley kind of, you know, we couldn't both do it at the same time because of our daughter and stuff. So yeah, it kind of, when you guys called me, it kind of was perfect timing, honestly.
Yeah. So I just threw the idea. What do you think about Richard? Do you think we should get him in? He's like, I'll call him. He's been talking about it. And I said, yeah, give him a call. I think because you see us here, the chemistry's fine. It's perfect, I should say. But I'm very different to Miguel. I'm very different than Richard. And vice versa. Rich is very different from me. And you know, you just get different opinions and different mindsets that it's crazy. So that's kind of how it started. And how we came up with the name was also on the drive back from Best Buy to your house.
Oh, was it right there?
Yeah, I remember we were talking on the way over here.
Oh yeah.
We were talking on the way back over here, and then we were going back and forth on the name. She's like, okay, now that we're gonna have 3, what are we gonna call it? You know, this is gonna be something that's because originally we wanted something that had to do with us. That's what we wanted. So that it could either we were thinking about like sports and like what could we do this and the name. It was just the name wasn't popping. We're like, what do we do? And I don't know how it came along, but I remember we were getting out of your car, and then that's when I just threw the name, right?
Yeah. And
then I just said, dude, why can't we just do something simple and just easy, just EMR?
Mm-hmm.
No, first I think I said RME or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that.
It was vice versa. All the words were different, but like we're struggling to pronounce it, like R-E-R, you know, like no. EMR, it just kind of flew a little bit better.
Yeah, it flows together like our conversations.
So I think that's what happened. We came in here, being him, we're just very hype about it, and then we just said, you know what, just call him up, see what he wants to do. And that's the footage that he's talking about that we have. He recorded it because we were already doing a dry run here. We were setting everything up, and we got it.
I don't know. I don't think we had a camera going, did we? I think we just have the audio.
Oh, you're right. Yes, because we were having problems with the camera as well.
Well, we didn't have a camera back then. I don't think we had a video to that. I think it was
No?
just audio. I think it because we were using the one mic and the headphones. I don't think we had a camera set up.
Mm-hmm. I think you
Okay,
might
so
be
it's
right.
just the audio that you guys have.
I think that's what we have. It's just the audio. So if you guys want to see it or hear it, we'll put it in the. We could put it.
Speaking of hearing, we just created a RSS feed. We're going to start uploading our episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So be sure to check it out. We will be dropping first on YouTube. So make sure you hit that bell button to get notified when we drop our episodes. It should be every Wednesday, but in case we miss a week, just hit that bell button for us. It helps us out.
Mm-hmm. And if we do miss that week, we will keep you guys updated.
In the loop.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Just follow our social media pages for that.
Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, man. It just
Yeah.
keeps us going.
Yep.
Like I said, this is a non-profit. We're not making any money off of this.
For sure.
We're just doing this for the hobby. So if you guys
Mhm.
enjoy it and love seeing these guys out here, you know what? That keeps us going.
Yeah.
So
But-
go ahead.
I was going to say, but back, if you guys want to hear that audio, that first dry run before the official EMR was made, let us know and we'll upload it to Spotify or
Just
something.
know, don't judge us, okay? Just know it was the very first one and it was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. The third host was on the phone.
Yes.
We
It
had
was.
Elmo in your place.
Yes.
Okay. No wonder he always looks at me like
Yeah.
that. Like, this dude took my spot.
So
For sure.
it's rough. Very, very rough. I'm giving you guys a heads up. It's rough, but if you guys want to watch it, maybe get a kick out of it, you know what? Just giggle a little
Mhm.
bit. It's cool. You'll see me and Miguel. We're kind of standing in the same position you guys are at right now.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
there.
yeah.
He was here. Elmo was right here. Yeah. Elmo was right here. So if you guys want to hear it, just let us know. So everything that ties all of us in, I think everything has to run through you. So I think if you want to give out that little story of how actually each and one of us came in, because like I said, I knew Richard through you, but
Yeah.
I'll let you, if you want, you can speak on that and let us
Okay.
know how we all came along.
For sure. So I actually met Rich back in high school. Was it 2011? I don't know if it was 2011 or 2012.
I think it was the beginning of 2011 because we did the talent show.
The talent show was 2012. That was
You
my
guys did a
senior
talent
year.
show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Together or
But-
separate?
Together. Well, that's a funny story.
Yeah,
we did it
but-
together,
No,
but
I wanna
there's
hear
a
what's up.
backstory.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
go
a
ahead, go ahead.
backstory.
I want to hear it.
So, well, let us get to
No,
how we met.
dude,
first.
yeah.
We'll get into the talent show.
Yeah,
but
we're
let
gonna
us-
get into that. We're for sure.
Okay,
gonna get
good.
into that.
I want to hear the
But
talent
yeah.
show.
We met. I think it was 2012. I want to say because it was.
Yeah.
It was,
Now that
it was
you
like
say it.
summer 2012 before. No,
Because it was behind El
summer
Tequila.
2011. No, it was at the movies.
Was it?
Yeah, it was at the movies. You said it in the song.
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we met at the movies. I forgot what we went to go watch. And then I think I went to El Tequila, behind El Tequila,
Mhm.
played soccer a couple times. And so that's how we first met. Didn't really kick it off at first. You were rolling with some gangsters back in the day.
Yeah.
Slim
Yeah, I'm
Shady?
not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
His name was Casper.
They used to call me Casper.
He'd make you disappear.
Oh, shit.
No, but yeah, after that, we were just going through school, and I heard you were gonna do the talent show with someone. I can't remember who it was.
I think it was her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the.
And word through the grapevine was a diss was coming out.
To who?
Towards Miguel.
You were gonna do this to him?
Yeah.
The song had.
So wait.
subliminal-
Okay, see, I know a little bit about it, but they don't know. So what do you mean? What were you guys gonna do in a talent show?
Well,
Rap.
initially, yeah, we were just gonna.
Okay, so you guys
rap.
were gonna rap. Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys were just that's okay.
But not together.
Yeah.
Right, just
He was- yes,
separately.
separate.
Okay, just
Uh-huh.
so we get the story.
Yes.
So you guys were gonna rap, and you were gonna do a diss on Miguel.
Yes.
Yeah. But in my defense, it was influenced by the second artist that was in the song because he was more into music at that time than I was, and so was Miguel. And I guess, I don't know, like some
I don't
tension.
know.
Honestly, I'm not gonna say that I got pulled into it because I put myself in that position.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the circumstances that were at bay until we actually sat down and talked,
Okay.
you know?
For sure.
But I'll let him keep going.
So after I heard that a disc was coming out, I started writing, and I made kind of like a response. So I was gonna respond to it at the talent show.
It was with the Paradise song, right?
So funny.
The Jay-Z.
Oh yeah.
Ball so hard.
Yeah. In Paris. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that song went hard. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm glad we didn't say nothing. We didn't do nothing.
Right. So, yeah.
Okay, so and
then I don't know how it happened, but we just like sat down and talked about it. Like, I don't know who started the conversation, but
I think we just talked another time that we ran into each other because
Yeah.
we had mutual.
did you guys do the diss?
no.
Not even at the talent show, y'all didn't.
No, well, he heard what I had.
Yeah, like he ended up like I went over to his house and we talked and he showed me his song and then I kind of showed him what we were gonna do and we kind of thought it was stupid, pointless, like because we never
why
had.
did you guys? What was the beef? Like, why is it that?
That's what I don't know. I never really found out.
Because since you guys were gonna start it, like, what caused it?
Honestly, I don't want to call anybody out, but I think it was because the person that I was gonna make the song with, was jealous of Miguel. I think personally, because Miguel comes in that he's a hooper. He was good at hooping.
He sucks, by the way.
You can't beat me.
He was
101. I got him.
His writing was good. He didn't know how to freestyle, but when he wrote it down,
he got it.
He got it, you know. And he was the new kid in school.
I think I had to start passing out CDs.
Yeah. He was like passing out his music and stuff, and people were playing it. And that's why I say that I think it stems out of jealousy. And then I know the only thing I remember, I think it was one lyric where you called yourself like the Great Dane or something. Something like that. And and that person didn't like it. Yeah. So that's where the diss kind of stimulate from. And me, bro, like he said, I kicked it with all the thugs, you know, Nike Cortezes, long belts, gloves. Like I would wear a shirt like this. Yeah, like Cholo, like that's just how it was, you know.
The Dub C's.
Yeah. You know, it was crazy. Like I used to not own no Jordan, no YMCB. I'd never listened to Drake, Lil Wayne, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like straight up.
I used to get made fun of for listening to Drake.
Yeah.
Back in school?
Yeah.
And that's what it goes by. Like he was the only Mexican that was kind of in that era, like dressing in Jordans, trendy stuff, hip hop. The latest song that came out, he already had it before anybody had it.
Okay.
And I feel like the other person kind of wanted to beef with that. And I hate bringing this in, but I think it also had to do with the female.
Oh. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
And we know who we're talking about, but no names because we just, you know, that's in the past. But I think that's where it all stemmed from. Okay. And like I said, I was the type of dude that if we're cool and you told me, hey, this guy is an asshole.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's go, you know?
So you guys did the rap song. I mean, you guys did the talent show.
But the talent show, we did it together.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys ended up doing it together?
Yeah.
After we sat down and talked,
I left the other.
We started writing together.
Yeah.
Okay.
He sold me my first pair of Jordans and my first YMCA
I bet
shirt.
he would.
What do you mean?
Hey, I paid way less than what I would have paid at the mall, so he hooked me up. And we had just met, like, for the talent show. I wore that stuff.
This is what went down. Miguel heard it. You're crazy. This is what actually went down.
This is the real story?
This is the real story. Miguel heard it. He was scared. He's like, you know what? I got to bribe this guy. Here. I got some Jordans for cheap, Richard. What you think, man? All you got to do is just leave that other guy and come on board, man. Just do a song with me. We'll be better. And you're like, I'm getting it for the low, so why not? That's what happened, huh?
That's not what happened.
Not what happened at all.
Whenever there's a time capsule, I mean, I'm going to go back and travel back in time and just
The instrumental was Cuddy Buddy or
Cuddy Buddy by Mike Jones.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. But, man, and we wrote that song like really quick too, huh? And
was that our first song?
I think that was our first song. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I don't think we ever recorded it. I think we just had it.
Yeah, I don't
we
think
just
we
had it written.
written?
Yeah.
Never actually launched.
Yeah.
See,
it's on Facebook.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's on my Facebook page.
SoundCloud?
What?
That one.
The video of the talent show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it's on yours too.
I want to watch it.
I don't think so.
I'm going to have to go
No?
back.
I
Did you
probably
delete
deleted
it?
it. I
Yeah.
think I deleted it.
So this is to me, for you guys that don't really like really know us. I think Miguel's the whole rapping thing is his alter ego, because if you actually see him, he's completely different. You see him and he's more laid back. He's more chill. He's just kind of the guys that just kind of just doesn't say much. You know, he's very quiet.
Word.
But then whenever I don't know, I think it was one of my brothers or my sisters or somebody came up to me. He's like, "Hey, you know Miguel raps?" And I'm like, "No shit, really?" They're like,
It's
"Yeah."
probably Junior.
It might have been Junior. And I think he's like, yeah, he raps. And then he's like, he's on SoundCloud and he showed me, what's it called? 44 bars?
44 bars.
44 bars.
That song goes hard.
It does, bro.
That song goes hard.
I heard it and then I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound nothing like you.
It sounds just like
No,
me.
bro, it doesn't, because it's just, I don't know. There's something about it that just kind of just.
I think what he means of it doesn't sound like you is it doesn't sound like how we talk. Like not saying that you lack confidence or whatever, but when you rap, bro, you're like you know, like you're there.
He's
like,
on it.
Yeah, like you're concentrated, you're focused. You usually only needed one take. Like, you know, we rapped together and I needed a lot more takes than you did, you know? And you would just know how to flow together, and even if it was like off the rip, you could fix the flow, you know, to make it sound like I'm gonna switch the flow up a
Some of the
little.
lyrics?
Yeah, I remember all of it.
The 44 bars?
Yeah.
Go check it out.
I have a USB with all our music in it. He gave it to me not too long ago.
I have it. I think I have 44 bars too.
Yeah.
I have it. If you guys want to let me know.
I won't upload it.
Hey, did you know he even did one for our high school?
No.
Bro, come on.
Yeah. It
For
was over
Black and Yellow.
It was over Wiz Khalifa's
You did it
Black and Yellow.
for the school?
Yeah, it was called Red and White for the Wassa Rams.
At the talent show.
I did 2 songs at the talent show.
Yeah. One by himself and then one with me. Right? Was that the year you did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my senior year.
All right.
It started some like Go Big Red.
Yeah, because there was a fight song already for the football team, and I kind of just put it to the beat.
Yeah.
Hey, but it was so good that the school asked him if he could use it, if they could use
That's
it.
a lie.
Meg.
That's a rumor that
Meg.
this dude started.
Nah. The school asked them. No, my skip
Did he
was
ask him?
copyright reasons.
They asked me something. I don't remember what it was. They asked me something. But I said no because I didn't own the beat.
Oh, okay.
So, yes. He answered the
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much. So that's just pretty much how everything went down.
Yeah.
That's how you guys.
Yeah, that's how we started.
And then from there, man, like I'm telling you, we were hanging out like at least twice a week, maybe.
For sure.
Just sometimes it wasn't even music. It was just he had a pool table at his house. We'd play pool. We'd hang out, talk, write more music, freestyle stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
So I guess how I met you was also, that's what I'm saying. I wanted Miguel to kind of start everything off because he was the actual kind of the way that introduced us all. You know, was kind of the middleman.
Kind of like the middleman.
Yeah. So how I got it, I got 2 boys. They play soccer, and I think we were off the season already. Season was already over. Yeah, season was over, and then for you guys that don't know, I'm not a big soccer guy, but
You weren't a big soccer.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm still not
I
a big.
feel like you get into it at the
yeah.
games.
But this is where I'm getting. I'm not a big soccer guy. It's because I don't like watching it.
You're not a big TV soccer guy.
I'm not. I just can't sit there and just watch the ball just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Because you liked it at the Driller Stadium.
But that's what I'm saying. But that was more of a live action, you know?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
more live action.
And crowd action, too.
That's different
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah.
actually just seeing it on TV. So I've never really liked my kids playing soccer. I always wanted them just to do anything else but soccer. Honest
and guess
here.
what they picked?
They chose soccer. Yes. So that's how they started it. They started playing soccer. They were off season, and we were going back and forth just talking to Miguel, and we say, hey, you know that Richard. I got a friend. You didn't call him Richard. He's like, I got a friend that he's also coaches kids, and I think he might coach the same age as one of your boys. And I'm like, no shit. He's like, yeah. So was just there, and a couple of months passed by, and then I think you were short on players.
Mm-hmm. On the tournament.
Yeah, on the tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were short on players, and like I said, I didn't talk to Richard. I knew of him because of Miguel, but never really actually sat down and like had a conversation. So then he just said, "Hey, Richard said this." So he was, you were going through Miguel. Miguel had to go back to me. I had to go back to Miguel. It was just this whole
Straight
bouncing around. Yes, just bouncing around. So we just said, "Okay, you know what? Let's go play." So we went on his team, and we played that tournament, and then that was our introduction until just days passed by. We seen him more and more and more and more. So we just are here.
Yeah. We even already took a trip.
We
to
did.
the cabins.
We went to the cabins. Yeah. I forgot all about the cabins. Yeah, we went to the cabins.
Yeah. That's when me and you had our first, like, not deep conversation, but long conversation.
Right.
In
Yeah.
the morning with some coffee.
Yeah. So that's kind of how everything started off.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Our camera stopped recording. Speaking of our camera, we got a new one. So if the video is a little bit better, that's the reason. Let us know how you guys like it.
We needed to upgrade.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Especially after that last video, we were recording from an iPhone. The first video was in 4K, didn't upload in 4K. The second video was in 1080, and we tried to upload it in 4K, didn't work. I think the max it went on YouTube was 360.
And that's the reason why we couldn't upload that first video on a Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
That's the first.
that 4K.
That 4K.
That file was huge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, bear with us. We're upgrading.
We're learning.
Yes,
Yep.
we're learning and we're upgrading as we go. So as things start progressing, this will start to look a little bit better.
Yes.
So if you just tuned in, episode 3 looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Go look at the other ones too, and then you could judge us.
Yeah. They're going to be like, dang,
Yeah.
these guys upgraded quick.
We needed to because some of them started to look a little bit.
Yeah, that second episode was
Little-
rough.
And we're all about the quality. We want to give you guys the best quality that we
Exactly.
can.
So
So yeah, we finished off before the interruption. You guys had just told your story, how you guys met, but
Mm-hmm.
we haven't gotten into how we met.
no.
So I'll let you take over. I'll let you tell the story. You're a better storyteller.
The thing is, I don't remember like date. Like I said, I'm Dory. Remember, keep that in mind, guys. I'm Dory. So I don't remember specific times or like how it went down. The only thing I remembered was
Might have been a holiday.
it had to be something or a birthday. That's the only way I'm thinking. For you guys that don't know, me myself, I kind of isolate myself from family, friends. I'm just kind of like to myself and my family, my wife and my kids.
Same.
That's my primary. So if you guys don't know, that's my primary. Then my secondary will be my sister, my mom, my dad, and all of that. So when I refer to me as my family, I'm referring to just my wife and my kids. The other ones,
your
they're still-
immediate family.
Yeah, the other ones there still are, but just a little separated. So once again, so that's how I started off. So I'm kind of always by myself, just me and my family. And then it had to be. That's why I'm saying it had to be somewhere near a holiday or a birthday because you guys are also the exact same way.
Yeah.
You guys are just kind of ISO by yourselves
Yeah.
and just to kind of don't hang around with the world. You guys are too cool for everybody. So that had to be one of the reasons why we actually sat down. I think it might have been either my sister, which is your wife, or it had to be one of my family members, my brothers or my wife, or somebody had to say something to me. Hey, that's like it is boyfriend because you guys weren't married yet.
Right.
Yeah, it was boyfriend. I'm like, oh, okay. And I think we just started talking because I used to be in the music industry and you used to be a rapper at the time. So I guess the only thing, since we never really like had a conversation, the only thing that would always kind of tag us along or just kind of be our way in was just music.
Yeah. And then we got into sports. I feel like we started talking a lot of basketball.
Yeah. So we started, that's kind of how we went. So I went over there. Miguel's a very friendly guy. I'm pretty sure he introduced himself. And then I just said, oh, okay, cool. What your hobbies? I kind of like doing interviews just to kind of, it's not like a full on interview, but just like, I need to know something.
Yeah, you still got to ask questions.
Yeah, just to get the topic going, you know?
know.
And then once he started talking, like, damn, I'm not into that. I'm not into that. I'm like, ah, okay. Like I said, guys, we're different. We get it. So it had to be where he said music. I'm like, boom, okay, that's my subject right there. I got it. We both know this. We could go from this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how we began to talk, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, after that, we will only see each other just birthdays and blah 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 and this and that, but never really hung out or called each other on the phone.
Yeah, I think where we started really getting close is like how you said the other day is me and my wife had taken a trip to Mexico and her card wasn't working down there, so my card was the only one working, and we were about to run out of money, so we had to call Nayeli's parents, and we were just like, yeah, we can't really do much. And I think you were at the house at the time.
I wasn't at the house.
No.
So what happened, you guys called and I just happened to swing by my parents' house because I needed to pick something up, or my kids wanted to see their grandparents. And I was there at the house, and then I asked about you guys, like, hey, how did I get this trip? Because you guys were just hyping this one up. You guys were going to go to Spain and this and that and that, like a kind of like a world fucking tour. So I'm like, I was just kind of curious on how that went. I'm like, hey, so how are they doing? You know, are they having fun and stuff like that? And that's when I found out, oh no, their Nayeli had passport problems. Yeah, something about when she got married and she did that whole switcheroo under her last names, but it didn't match. So that they had that. So that's when they went back. They decided to take a trip to Mexico, and then that's when my mom said, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, they're over there, but now they're having problems because, you know what? Some of the credit cards are not working, or their cards are not working, and so they're running low." And then I just kind of told them, "Hey, just if they need any help, just let them know that I'm here to help, you know." And then I guess she called Nayeli that same day, and then I said, "Okay, that's when I got in contact with you guys and just kind of said, you know what? How much you guys need?"
Yeah.
So that's kind of that, and then things just started progressing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the fact that it was just the money, but I think that's not what drove us together. I think it was just the fact that, you know,
you helped us out when we needed it.
Maybe the situation.
Yeah.
That could have been it, but that might have been what actually brought us together, but I don't think that was the main reason. I think after time, I think you guys just really appreciate about it, because I've always told Miguel this, and this is one thing I've always told him, hey, thanks. I always wanted the Jordan 11s, the Breads. I always told him, dude, I want this fucking shoe, man. That's my shoe. Like, I want it. And I can never get them. And Miguel didn't even tell me. He just said, one day he randomly just called me, hey, what shoe size are you? And then I'm like, I'm this.
Yeah, you were that.
I was that.
Then he grew another half size.
Now I grew a full size.
And then he grew another half size, and now he's like a 13.
So I'm still growing, bro. I'm still growing. Back then I told him I was a size 10.5. That's what I thought I was. My whole life I was lied to, because now I can't even fit those motherfuckers. I can't. Well, I still wear them, but I had to take the insoles off because they're too tight. So anyways, he got me those shoes, and that right there was like a holy shit, you know? Like, this dude just literally just gifted me these shoes, something that I really wanted. Nobody has ever gifted me something that I wanted. Usually I have to pamper myself. If I wanted something, I go buy it. Sure. Nobody really buys me anything. So for him to get me that, I was really appreciative of that. So that just kind of set the tone, you know? And then we just kept on more
growing and
growing. We just started talking, and then we found out that he likes sports, and then we found out that he hates KD, and that's when I said, you know what? Miguel, I'm going to fuck you up. KD's the best player in the world.
I'll tell you what. KD is first draft pick in my
No. Cut. Time out. We're not going to. This is a subject, guys, that we do not want to get into, because this is going to lead to where we're just going to go and not stop.
Yeah.
Basketball, if you guys want a segment on basketball, we know basketball.
Well, we'll probably talk. We'll have an episode once the season starts. I think it's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Especially like if we do fantasy.
Yeah. Do you want to be in our fantasy league?
I don't have time, bro. I don't. I don't. You know my schedule. I don't have time. I got to keep up with all that, and I just don't. I would love to, but I can't. So that's just kind of how me and Miguel, just a little short brief, because I said I'm Dory. I don't remember really much about it. I just remember that it was like something that just grew without even wanting to. Like, one day we just realized the other day we were talking about, like, damn, when did we get so close?
Yeah.
Because we didn't even realize that we were this close. And then my kids I say they hate them, but my kids love them. So I guess that's another one. They just kind of ties everything in. So, and then we're here.
Yep. And that's how we all started the EMR podcast.
This is the EMR.
Yep.
As Richard would say, I'm the E.
He's the M, and I'm the R.
Yes, sir.
So
hey, believe it or not, I've had people ask me what EMR stands for, and, like, pretty much ask for this episode.
Okay.
You know, so
just to know what EMR and how you guys came together.
and why we're doing it, stuff. You know, how we all met, and all that. So
Yeah.
So if you've seen the other episodes, we have a segment called Rapid Fire. This week it was my turn, so my segment is called What's Dropping? Brand New Kicks, Who's Copping?
Oh shit!
You wanted to hear him rap, didn't you?
There you go.
What's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so since the episode will air on Wednesday, it'll be the 12th, so I'm going to start the drops from the 12th. So if you're watching this with us on the YouTube premiere, drop a comment in that live chat if you're going to cop these. The first one that I have is a collab with Nike and Undercover. It's a Air Force One Low. They're dropping 3 colorways. They have a white one, a black one, and a gray fog. And all these shoes that I'm talking about, I'll be dropping a picture like right here. And I'm going to show it to these guys to see what their thoughts are.
If we'd copper, what?
Yep.
What's the segment called?
Brand New Kicks, Who's Copping?
Okay.
So these are the black ones. This is the Undercover collab with Nike.
Okay.
They're just Air Force Ones.
I like the
black
white ones.
The white ones. And then the gray fog, they have like a little purple hint.
Nah.
No?
White
I'm not
ones.
a big fan of them.
The white ones.
Of any of them?
Not really. Not my style.
Okay, for sure.
I like the sock feel.
Okay. Yeah.
So yes, I'm copying with white.
The white? Okay.
I seen them today. That's fine. I know that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I seen them today. I logged it into the app.
Yeah. So the second one is another Air Force One. It's called the Bronx Origins. I like these ones personally. It's kind of like a OG white Air Force One, but with like a little hint of different style. It's got like the little checkered swoosh. To me, it's just like a classic. Like you can't go wrong with white Air
Seems
Force
like carbon
One.
fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Nike.
Yeah.
The
swoosh.
swoosh.
Oh yeah, that does look like carbon fiber.
No, they're okay. They're okay.
I'll give them a 5.
A 5 out of 10 or 5
Yeah.
out of 5.
5 out of 10.
Another one we have dropping is and these two, the ones that I just mentioned, the Undercover collab drops on the 12th, like I said, and then the Bronx Origins drops on the 14th. Another drop on the 14th is the Billie Eilish Air Force One High.
Those are fucking ugly, bro. Those are hideous.
I seen those already, and
Yeah. She's got some lime green ones as well.
Mhm.
They're ugly.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was the Billie Eilish Air Force One.
Ugly.
We have a Reebok Question mid. It's a black and gold one. Just to throw in a little something different. Not always Nike, Reebok, Adidas.
Seems
all
like they
them drop
want to make a
names.
comeback, huh?
Reebok, yeah. They've
They
been because AI popularized these. These were like AI shoes. So
They kind of remind me of like combat boots.
word. So those will be dropping on the 14th. Back to Nike, we have a woman's Jordan 4. It's called the Canyon Purple.
Give me Grinch vibes.
Grinch.
Grinch vibes.
I like them.
They look like the Travis Scott's, the Friends and Family ones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think
yeah.
that's what they were going for.
Of course.
Yeah, just to try and like make it to where everyone can get some. But yeah, I
Kinda
like
like-
those. There'll be women's sizing, so I think if they're extended women's, it'll go to a men's 10.5, which would be a women's 12. So they'll be easy to get, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, we have some KDs. Oh no, these are LeBrons. Sorry, LeBrons.
They
These
look
are-
like KD though.
a little bit, yeah. These are
Yeah.
LeBron 20s. They're called the Eternal Flames. These will be dropping the 15th.
Do you ever think his shoes are gonna be as big as Jordan's?
No.
No, I
They're
don't
not,
think
huh?
so.
I don't think so either.
Uh-uh.
We're good.
We got some nice dunk lows. These are called the premiums. They are the wolf gray and platinum tint colorway. They will be dropping the 15th. I like them. They kind of look like some pigeon dunks.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna try to get those.
These ones?
Yeah, on the
I like
sneaker
them.
app.
Cool.
And don't they only retail for like $130 or something?
$130. Yes, sir. You are correct. We got some more dunks. These are for the University of Florida, I believe. Florida A&M.
Yeah. I'm not a very big fan of the.
They
any
remind me
dunks.
of like the Miami
Dolphins.
the Florida college team,
Oh, yeah.
the Miami Gators or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's like their colorway.
Yeah, for sure. But these are Florida A&M. They will be retailing for, didn't say, sorry. And they will be dropping on the 17th. Next, we got another collab. These ones give me Travis Scott vibes. These remind me of the 4s. These are the Ambush Nike collab called the Adjust Force. They will be dropping 2 colorways, a University Blue and this red one that is called Light Matter Root.
I don't know how I feel about them.
The blue ones look like the 4s, the Travis Scott 4s.
Yeah,
They kind of give me like KD first shoe vibes.
Oh, really?
Like they like that color wave with the
I think it's just a
Velcro
strap.
or whatever.
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
So these will be retailing for $210 on the 18th.
Hey.
Yeah, they're expensive. Then we got some Jordan 9s. They're like some winterized boots. They're called the Black Gums. These will be dropping on the 19th, and they will be $225. That's kind of expensive to me. I don't think I would cop them for that much.
You said they're like boots?
Yeah, they have like some spiky stuff on the bottom.
Okay.
For sure. Then the Jordan 7's getting hyped up because Jordan's son Marcus with Trophy Room is dropping a collab. Travis Scott is rumored to be dropping some Jordan 7s. So Jordan's trying to like just push out 7s. These are called the Afro Beats. They will be dropping the 20th, and they will be $210 as well.
Dude, why does a 7 and the 6 look alike?
I don't know. They do look really alike though.
Yeah, they just look very, very similar. So it's like they got bored. Like, oh, we need a shoe. Let's drop something.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys
because he was
copping?
dropping them every year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like 7s like that.
Yeah.
I prefer the 6s.
Here are the KDs. These are his new model. These are the KD
Are those women?
15th. They're called the Ant Pearl. His aunt had breast cancer, so every year he drops a pink colorway.
Now that's fucking dope. When I played soccer younger, I used to wear pink cleats for breast cancer because of my teachers. So that's dope.
Mm-hmm. These are the Nike Up Tempos. I like them.
I like those.
They have like a little gradient, different colorway.
Yeah.
These will be dropping the 22nd. We got some more dunks. We have the North Carolina A&T and the UCLA dunks retail for
Seems like a lot of colleges are dropping freaking shoes now, huh?
Colorways.
Yeah.
Yeah, these will be dropping on the 25th. They retail about $110 normally. I don't know if the college packs are a little more or a little expensive. New Orleans is getting their own Air Force.
Is that gold?
Yeah, the back is gold. The swoosh is silver, like diamondy, and then it has the gold NOLA for New Orleans, LA.
Those are pretty dope.
Louisiana. For sure. Wrapping up, we have 2 more. We have the women's Starfish Jordan 1 highs. I like them. They give you like a retro, like 80s fall vibe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
And
sweater.
these are women's?
Yeah,
I actually
women's.
like them.
Yeah. Biggest size is going to be 10.5, so if you can shrink your foot again. They will be $170 dropping on the 27th, close to Halloween. And then my personal favorite is the Midnight Navy Jordan 4s. They will be dropping the 29th for $210. These really remind me of the white cements. They just have that little accent. It's blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that navy blue. I think it really makes it pop.
I like them.
I think they're dope.
For sure. So those are the brand new kicks. What are you copping?
The dunks.
The dunks? Oh, yeah, those premium dunks.
And
don't lie, bro. You
Kehlani.
want the Billie Eilish.
Nah. And for my daughter, I want to get her the ones that have air on the side.
Oh, the up tempos?
Yeah, they're coming in infant, I believe.
For sure. What about you? What are you copping?
Out of all of those, I'm only getting the first one's the Lowe's Air Forces.
The ambush?
The
the
ambush.
No, the undercover, sorry.
Yeah,
Undercover.
those. Out of all of those, I'll get those. But then again, I like the 4s. So if I had to rate them, I'll probably get the 4s at number 1, and those at number 2. I'm not a big any of the SBs, dunks. I'm the ugly shoes. And then the panda ones they're freaking everywhere right now.
Hot take.
Everybody has the pandas.
Everybody has them. I don't like them, and they're ugly shoe. I'm sorry.
For sure.
I said what I said. It needed to be said.
I like the dunks that you said, those premium ones. I'm going to try and get those, and then for sure I'm going to have to get those Jordan 4s.
The
Midnight
ones?
Navies, yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
like
4s.
those. I like
Can't go
those
no-
and also those purple ones.
Can't go wrong with the 4s.
Yep. So let us know what you guys are going to cop, what you guys are going after. All your successes on sneakers, let us know, because we know it's hard to hit on there.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had any good time.
Bro,
I hate
I've been trying to get infant Yeezy slides for Kaylani.
Oh, yeah.
So
Damiana
long,
confirmed.
man.
Yeah. Apps are just so hard to hit on.
Yeah.
I can't get. I never have a good time.
For sure.
I hate it. I always get Miguel involved. That's what pisses me off the most. That every time I want to shoot, I have to get Miguel involved. Like, Miguel, get him, because I know he's gonna get him. And with me, I don't.
But I never get them on the apps. I always have to go locally at like Foot Locker, House of Hoops, or JD Sports. So if anyone backdoors, let me know. I'll cop.
For sure.
But yeah.
I know JD does.
Yeah, for real.
That's all
Especially
I'm
with those
saying.
Yeezy slides,
Yeah.
man, they're gone in
Yeah,
like a minute,
exactly.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one I'm not a very big fan.
Y mágicamente, Tintos has them all.
Yeah, for real.
Almost 3 times the price.
Yep.
They got them.
Yep. So that wraps up our first half. We're going to take a small little break. Sorry for all the cuts in the video. We're still getting used to the camera, but we'll probably switch to our phone just because the camera keeps dying. And so it might be a little change in quality, but we'll get it figured out for you guys on the next episode.
We tried. Sorry.
Hey, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You upgrade, you get a little bit more headaches, but you fix them.
We'll
For
figure.
sure.
Guarantee it'll probably be better. A lot better by episode 4.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned for that.
All right. We'll be
All right.
back, guys.
We'll be back.
Hey everyone, this is Richard from the EMR podcast. I'd like to thank everyone who stayed tuned so far and getting to know our host and how we started. Don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and the bell. Also check the link for our Spotify and Apple podcasts. Stay tuned for our first guest. Thank you.
Welcome back, guys. We took a small little break. We had to get set up for our first official guest,
Hello.
Miss Nayeli Ramirez, aka MVR Designs.
EMR design.
Yeah, for real, she did my Saving Souls logo behind her. She did our podcast design. She is a graphic designer / wife / entrepreneur /
Plant mom / dog mom.
yeah, bunch of
So-
different stuff.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, guys. This is our very first guest. So
Happy to be here.
welcome in. Welcome in. Join. Hey, from the outside perspective, I know you guys never see this, but she's always stays in the behind the scenes, kind of
Yeah.
watches over everything and kind of always pinpointing all the little bad little details. How does it feel to be up here? You know,
It feels different. I like it.
you like it?
Yeah, it's a vibe.
So
is.
yeah, so
It's
welcome
so
by.
cool.
Welcome by.
Yep.
Thank you.
More than anything, do you have anything?
Well, since we all kind of told how we all met, I feel like it's only right that we kind of, we kind of give our story to our little backstory.
Yeah.
Do you want to, since I've kind of been talking a lot, you want to go ahead and take the mic?
Sure.
Just
I'm
jump
conquering my
in
fear,
whenever,
guys.
Megan. Help
I
her
know.
out.
So that's
Yeah.
what, I think that's where you should start off with.
Yeah.
You start off with, you know what? How does it feel being here? Tell everybody, for you guys know how exactly your personality, you know, like you said, conquering your
Yeah.
fears, and then just tell them how it is, and then take off from there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys don't know, I'm very shy, not with my close friends, as you guys know, but just speaking in public, having the attention, everyone asking me questions and looking at me, I get a little nervous. So yeah, I'm definitely conquering my fears, just being on the podcast and just talking to you guys, answering questions. So a little nervous, but I'm excited to be here.
Great.
And I'm excited to be your first guest.
So go ahead, let us know.
Yeah.
Actually, how everything happened, because I don't even know. I know a little bit, but not actually like a full on story.
On how I met Miguel.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I started working at a dental office, and Miguel's sister, Cynthia, she was working with me. And she was just asking me, are you dating anybody? Tell me a little bit about yourself, because we became close friends at that point. And she was like, I have a brother for you that I think you would be great at, great to date or whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm not really looking for anybody, but I'm open to a friend, because at that stage in my life, I was just concentrating on myself, just going to school. Really wasn't looking for a relationship.
And you didn't
And-
like Mexicans.
I didn't. Not that I didn't like Mexicans. I've just never dated a Mexican before.
Right.
You know, so it was a little different.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it was different.
Wait. That sounded weird. She's my sister, in case you guys didn't know, okay? I caught that on just now. I'm like, wait a minute. I know, like, you know, we're not trying to date. She's my sister, okay? No weird vibes here.
Yeah.
So I would know, yes.
Yeah, because he's like known my past boyfriends and
Correct,
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, and so she was like, you know, let's hang out. And I think I went over to your house for the first time.
No, I think we went to the restaurant I was working at.
Oh, that's right. You were working at Plaza. Yeah, and I went with Cynthia, and I think we were like having drinks or something and food, and that's when I met you.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, he asked me on a date, and it was the movies. I always get the movies and mini golf. I don't know which one.
So we were first supposed to hang out at the movies.
Oh, we were supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't show up, but I
stood me up.
I did not stand him
Messed
up.
up.
That's messed
Vestido.
up.
I need a button that says boo.
I didn't stand him up. There's something had happened with one of my best friends. It was like a family emergency situation. Her dad was just really sick.
Right.
That's what they call it nowadays.
And so I was like in a deep conversation with her. So I didn't realize how long we were talking. And I had realized that it was already like hours in, and I felt so bad. And I called you, I think.
Yeah.
And I can tell like he was a little bummed out. So I was like, I'm coming over right now. So I went to his house and we hung out for a little bit. And then this was like in November, like 8 years ago. And then I think we had crazy. And then we had our first date, I think in December, like our first official date. And we went mini golfing.
The first one was bowling.
Oh gosh. See, I always think it's mini golfing, but it's bowling.
Yeah.
Okay. So we went bowling.
Dory 2.0.
Literally.
It runs in the family.
I was gonna say that. It runs in the family. See, now you guys know where we get it from.
And yeah, we started dating for a while. We think we went on dates from like December all the way till like April, and that's when we started like officially dating. It was in April after our Dallas trip.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Cynthia, we went on a Dallas trip.
We went to Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's where I really got to know him a little bit more, and I said, "Oh, he's different." So yeah, we've been dating since April of 20. What's 7 years ago? 15, I think.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah,
I think. I don't know.
That took
I think so.
Yeah, I
Like a
think it was 2015.
Maybe
yeah.
14, no?
How long have you and your
Yeah,
fiance?
15.
Me and her been dating since 2015.
Yeah, so 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was
Did you guys
good
start
right
dating
around.
like?
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't have ever give out dates. Just for the, I'm like looking at you like, oh, I would suck at it. If you was to tell me, if you put me in the spot here and tell me when did you start dating, you know, my wife, I'm like, oh fuck. Don't put
Did
me
you
in
not
that
see
situation.
the look that I just got?
I see
Like,
it.
don't
You
mess
better.
up. Yeah, like, you better know what you.
But
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like he was like, our anniversary is tomorrow, and I was like, oh yeah, it is.
I knew that.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I'll be
Don't
right
go
back.
into the closet. Don't go into the closet.
Yeah, and then 2 years later, on our anniversary, he proposed. And then later on that year,
Was it our anniversary?
Mhm.
Oh.
yeah, it was April 23rd of 2017. Yeah.
Oh snap.
And then I didn't want a big wedding. So we just had like a backyard wedding at my suegra's. And that was later on that year, which was November. So we're about to have our 5-year anniversary this year, next month. Crazy.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yeah. Did
And
you get on
then-
one knee and everything?
He did.
Oh, did anybody capture this moment?
No, it was
No.
just me and Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I always told him, I'm like, I would want, like at first, because when we talked about it a little bit, I said, you know, I want you to propose in front of everyone. But after he did that, because I hate the attention, I don't think I would have liked it.
You love it.
I hate
You
it.
say you hate it, but you love it, and you know it.
No, I really don't. So I did like it that it was more intimate, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because of my personality.
Correct.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
cool, man. got a little backstory of how you guys really met, because I didn't even really know. I only just kind of seen just the outcome, just towards whatever you guys want us to show, but I never really realized he actually got on a knee. I think he might have just been, because Miguel's so shy, I cannot see it, you know? Like, were you wearing any shoes, any Jordans? Or were you the ones that, like, took your Jordan off before you got on the knee?
Hex,
Nah,
yeah,
it was after dinner. It was already late.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were already, you guys were already living together.
No, not yet.
No,
not yet?
I was
Actually-
no, we weren't living together. You wouldn't move in with me till we got married.
Yeah. But we were behind your parents' house, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
man.
that second house.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
one behind the other house. I was
Yeah.
living there, and he did it there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a wedding, later on the next year, because him and my parents really wanted one, which I'm glad I did.
Yeah. Rich
Looking
was
back,
my
I'm
best
like,
man.
Yeah, it was an honor.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that's how we met.
Congratulations. Like I said, 5
Yeah.
years is a long time.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know how many I'm going for, and it's just we never really see, the time that progresses in your relationship.
Yeah.
But once you just kind of look back and just look at all those memories you guys made and all those struggles,
Yeah.
that's the hardest one for me.
Yeah.
Whenever you're thinking about either breaking up or calling it off, you're like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
to start all over again. Geez,
For real.
screw that. I'd rather just stay where I'm at.
I think you're going on 4 because I'm pretty sure you got married the year after we did.
Yes, marriage. Yes.
Yeah, he got married, I think, a month after our wedding.
Yeah.
I got married. See, this is what I'm telling you. I hate. No,
He's
but
like,
see,
why are you talking about it?
I know for real, but I could legit say this because it was a holiday. It was July 14th. It was close to a holiday. It has the 4. That's how I can remember.
Okay.
So July 4th is add 10 days. Plus 14 runs a lot in my family. Like, that's my favorite number because it runs a lot. Like, I'm on the 14th. My birthday is on the 14th. One of my other sons is also on the 14th. My marriage was on the 14th. My kid's favorite number, his jersey is the 14th. So everything's 14, 14, 14.
Oh, that's
So that's
cool.
easy to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ours
it,
is 23.
23?
Yeah,
I
we
wonder why.
started dating the 23rd. We got married the 23rd. Your birthday's
Well,
the 23rd.
we got married the 15th. We had our wedding the
Oh,
23rd.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then that's my favorite number.
And my
Mm.
birthday's on the 23rd.
Do you have one too?
His is
My
9.
favorite number is 9.
And is everything 99999 to you?
Honestly, bro, when I first started playing soccer, I picked number 9 because my favorite player at that time, his name was Omar Bravo, played in Mexico, and he
Yeah.
was number 9.
Yeah.
And then when I got older, I realized my birthday's on the 9th.
Oh.
Pause. Let's take a break.
That's what I'm
As
trying
you
to
got
say,
older,
bro.
you realized your birthday was on the 9th.
Yeah, like I realized that. Like I knew my birthday.
This whole
was on
time, I didn't know my birthday.
you just didn't connect the two until
I
then.
didn't connect
Oh,
the two.
okay,
like
okay,
I
okay.
didn't, I didn't do it for my birthday or nothing like that. And
Yeah.
then out of like growing older, 9 has just been repetitive for me, and 9 for everything. I've
Yeah.
never changed.
That's crazy.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So I guess we should just jump right in, Nayeli.
Yeah, you
think-
brought a topic
Yeah.
to the
I
table.
did.
Mhm.
So she decided to choose this topic. Kind of just say it out there, bring it out there. I think it's awareness more than anything.
Yeah. So.
So I let her do her
yeah.
formal introduction
Yep.
on it.
And she's beating her fears. So
Yeah.
Yes.
this is.
By the way, I think you're doing a great job.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you're struggling or mumbling within your words. It sounds like it's
Mhm.
flowing right through. So you're a natural. You're a natural
Thank
at this.
you.
Hey, that runs in the family too.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, I have my notes here. So a little backstory before I get started. Miguel and I have actually been, as you guys know, we've been trying to have a baby for 3 years already.
Mhm.
I think, it was like 3 years ago. And at first, we were kind of keeping it a secret. We're like, we're not going to tell anybody because it'll happen soon. And then a year went by and it didn't happen. And we were like, well, it's okay. And then the second year came around and we were still had that mentality because you guys know our faith, like
Yeah.
with God and everything. We're Christians. And so I had this mentality, if it's in God's plan, it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. No rush, no anything. At that point, I think we told a couple people that we were wanting a baby, but not that we were have been trying for a while. And then the the end of the second year, or the middle of it, which was the beginning of this year, we were like, okay, it's kind of taking a little too long. I wonder if something's wrong. So from January up until literally like this Friday, we've been taking like a lot of tests just to figure out what's going on. And between that time, we were told that we had infertility issues. So for those of you that don't know, infertility is just, having a hard time getting pregnant. And typically the time frame is like after a year. So for us to be on our 3rd year, that's like a really long time. So the topic for today is infertility. Since October is, I don't want to get it wrong. It's Pregnancy and Loss Awareness Month. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that because, to your point, just for awareness, I want people to, know more about it. I feel like it doesn't get talked about a lot because it is a sensitive subject, but I think it's important not only for those that are going through it, but also for everyone else, because sometimes if you're on the outside looking in, you ask certain questions or you say certain things that can trigger somebody
or offend them.
Yeah. So I appreciate you guys letting me talk about that.
No. Of course, like I said,
Yeah.
it's a podcast where we just talk about, we choose what we want to talk about.
Exactly.
And of course,
Open
like you
table.
said, this is something that doesn't really get brought up a lot. This is a subject that
Not a lot of people know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wasn't really quite aware of this until, you decided to bring this up, and after doing a little bit of research, we as an outside, and I say we as an outside, I have kids, and we never really consider the possibility that others can't have it or are having issues with this. So therefore, like you said, we may say some words that might offend, but it's not really what we're trying to do. It's just the fact that we just don't know you guys'
Exactly.
scenario.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I'm most definitely all up about this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like also in our culture, you don't really hear people.
Yeah.
Having
Everyone
issues
always
like
asks,
that.
"Oh, why haven't you gotten pregnant? Or
Yeah,
when are
like,
the kids coming?"
You're almost 30. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? You've been married for almost 5 years. Little comments like that.
Do you not want to have kids?
Yeah.
They don't know,
Exactly.
Is that a trigger? Does those questions make you mad?
I don't think it makes her mad.
I don't think
wanna
it makes
speak
me
for her,
mad.
but
Yeah, the first 2 years, no, but I feel like lately
it gets her down a little bit.
it does. I think what gets me down the most is when people's like, well, don't stress about it. Don't do this. Drink a little wine. Relax. Like, you're stressing. That's why you're not getting pregnant. Or they send me articles like, don't do this, or don't use these products, or did you know this? And it just like, I know there's so many things like, for example, like our shampoos, our body wash, soaps, like we've changed all that completely for like a year now. I want to say to like friendly products, because that does affect like your reproductive system, like the stuff that you put into your body. And food, it's a little hard to to do that, but that's some changes we're making. So we're already doing so much, and for people to send me like, oh, like the air has this, or if you put on certain clothes or certain detergent, like it's kind of just calling things out.
It sounds like it's overwhelming.
It is, and it's like,
I mean, especially if you're going through it, and then to
Mm-hmm.
add people just still sending you all of this stuff, like it just stress will build up. I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Props to you, because I mean, I would have just been like, yeah, no,
there was a couple people, and I know their intentions are good because they do want to help us, because they want to make us aware. There was a couple people, it was a friend and a family member, and I had talked to them, and I was like, look, I appreciate it. I know your intentions are good, but don't send me that stuff. Like, I know what's wrong. I've done so much research for like a year, and we're changing these things. I was like, but you sending me those things is a little triggering. Like, it makes me upset, because I would get to a point where I wouldn't even respond to that person.
Of course.
At all. Because I'm just like, bro, you're not going through it, so you don't understand. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's hard.
No, and I get it, because like I said, whenever I was doing a lot of research and I was watching a lot of the videos, and mostly they all had one thing in common, which it was that it's a trigger that a lot of people just kept on asking. What the number one was, what they hated when people tell them, when are you gonna have kids?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that I seen the most. And the other one is them giving their advice without even knowing if they're helping or not. You know what I mean? Like, just like she was saying just now, articles like, if you were not asked to help, why are we helping?
Yeah.
Like, just let them do the research. I'm pretty sure they're aware of their situation.
Mm-hmm.
They're aware, but everybody else was saying the exact same thing. Others had more stuff to add to the list, but those two there are the ones that are like, it kind of made me think, you know what, Mexicans, I think everybody knows that Mexicans are very fertile, you know, and they think they just, by me looking at the girls, they're pregnant, you know.
Oh
my
gosh.
cousin, while we went to El Paso, he's like, some of my tias, they just get sneezed on and they pop out a baby.
Because he struggled with it too.
Yeah. He said he duró como 3 years trying también, and then out of the blue, it happened.
Like I said, we're just not, Mexicans are very fertile, yes, but just because that you have that one they can't, doesn't necessarily, we need to understand them, you know what, make them feel comfortable, I
Right.
think, you know. Don't add more stress or raise up their stress level instead of helping, we're only putting them down.
Yeah. I also think that, just in my opinion, that a lot of Latin culture people don't really know enough information
Yeah.
to help out. Like, for instance, if Miguel were to come to me straight and tell me, you know, hey, bro, we're struggling through this, and like me personally, I don't know enough to know what to tell him.
For sure.
Like, I would be in a place to where I would be thinking of what people that are giving you aren't thinking of. Like, if I say this, how is it going to sound to him? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because like, I've never been through that. I don't really hear about it that much, especially like you guys said in all our culture and stuff. So that's why, like, whenever we brought up this topic and we said that, you know, you were going to talk about this, I'm kind of more, just in case I don't talk that much, I kind of want to learn what you guys are going through, because to me, you guys are family. And anything that we can do, I'm speaking for my fiance because I know that she's right there with me. You know, we're here for you guys, but I do want you guys to know that as well, that if you guys ever come to us and we just don't really know how to handle that, it's because we've never been through that situation, and we don't want to step over your heels. We don't want to say, well, don't think about it too much. God's plan, because we don't know, you know, we don't know what you guys are trying to. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you get used to it. Like,
Yeah.
Even when me and my fiance first started dating, when are you gonna get married? And that has nothing to do with that, you know. But that's like my big thing too. Like, it's not when you guys want, it's when we figure it out and we come up with the solution and everything. And I know that it's a big difference, but like, that's why I kind of get the fact that you guys get, I wouldn't say like offended, more like Miguel said, like it hurts a little, you know, not knowing that, hey, I'm doing that and much more, and I'm in this position. Maybe all you need to say is, hey, if you need someone to talk to, I'll just listen.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's really what it is just letting someone just vent.
Yeah.
That way they don't feel alone, especially when there's no one else going through what we're going through, at least no one close to us.
Mm-hmm.
So just venting, I think, and just, even if you say like, man, that sucks, I'm sorry. Like, literally, that's all you have. Or don't say anything at all. Like, because sometimes we do need a vent, because we have each other, but sometimes we need, like, you know, with you, like, I tell you a little bit, you and Lisa, Dana, just to like talk about it a little bit more, just because sometimes I feel like, at least I do, I won't speak for you, but you just kind of bottle it all inside. And then when you have like a lot of things going on in your life besides that, you kind of just explode.
Like, you break down.
Yeah.
Which I think is part of
those
humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nature reaction, you know. That's what you do. Sometimes you have so much, and then you could just hear the pin drop, and then that's what triggered it, you know. Boom.
Yeah.
You were already fed up. You just needed that thing that just push you over the edge.
And then to Richard's point, I think even asking someone, you know, when are you going to have babies, even if you don't have any issues, like some people just don't want kids.
Exactly.
Or they're not financially ready, or they just aren't sure if they want to or not. Like,
they don't know the situation.
No, and I hate to say this, but it's not your business. Like,
exactly.
I understand maybe asking like, hey, you know, are you thinking of having babies or whatever? But after a certain point, it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Or
You know?
like, if it comes into conversation, you know, like whenever I go back to me, because it's me, whenever my fiance was pregnant and we announced it to you guys, we did it because you guys are that close to us. Not everyone knew, you know.
Right.
We didn't go post on Facebook everything like, hey, you know, right away. we wanted to first let our closest friends and family know. You know,
Yeah.
like you guys, my parents and my grandparents were the first ones to know, and you guys were the only ones to know for a while, because you know my fiance never really looked pregnant,
Yeah.
and like whenever we would have conversations, you know, this was 3 years ago. Our daughter is about to be 2, so while we had our daughter, you guys were going through this this situation, and we had no idea
Yeah.
at some point, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
So también it could also to you guys be like if we're not bragging, but it could feel like that because you guys are in the position that you are in now too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I feel like we need to have this podcast so that you guys could be a voice for people that are
Raise
maybe
awareness.
embarrassed
Yeah.
to come up
Yeah.
and talk about it, or scared or nervous, or they don't know how their families are gonna react, stuff
Mhm.
like that. I'm all for it. So we're
And
here
there's
to
some
learn.
people that if like let's say it's someone's having a baby or they're having a baby shower, they're triggered and they can't be excited for them. I wouldn't say we feel like that with people close to us because we truly are excited for them. We we love them, we want to support them. So I don't feel like with close friends and family we felt like that. Maybe with outsiders we're like, that sucks. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because we're taking all the steps to get pregnant. But whenever like you guys announce it, like, and when you guys have your next one, like,
Yeah,
I'd
for
always
sure.
be
For
happy
sure.
for you guys.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
she's like part of your guys' family, so
Yeah.
all of them.
you guys
You know.
didn't know his fiance is also my best friend, so so we're pretty close. But yeah,
Luckily, there's ways to treat it though.
That's
I'm
what I
not
was
saying
about to
all
ask.
cases are treatable, but some people have that like blessing that it can be treated,
Yeah.
and you can find a way around it.
yeah, because there's different types of infertility. So let me pull it up really quick. So there's people that just have like certain medical conditions that they have to have surgery for. One of them is like endometriosis and PCOS. I can't tell you guys really what that is.
I was
Just look it
getting ready
up.
to ask. What are those?
Yeah.
I haven't looked into it only because I'm not currently going through that. That's
Yes.
not like my treatment or my diagnosis. But it's something with like their uterus. I think it's like too thick or too thin or something like that, or they have some issues with it, which they'll be able to get surgery and then be able to get pregnant. And then, some people, like because infertility is also in males, not just like females,
correct.
Mhm.
With the male, like they do like a semen analysis. So that's when they figure out like, what's your count?
Sperm count?
Yeah. Your sperm count, the movement, the shape of them. And some guys just don't have any sperm, like
Oh, okay.
at all. Is it sperm? Semen?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Shoot blanks.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, that's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
shooting
Mhm.
blanks.
And so then that's when they have to have like donor sperm, or the woman doesn't have any eggs, just different situations like that. In our particular situation, I won't go too in depth, but we both have issues, more so on my end. So I can't ovulate, like even with medication. I'd have to like, right now we're at that stage where we tried ovulation medicine and I didn't ovulate any eggs. So pretty much like after every cycle, you have like little follicles, and they're like early eggs. So they have the potential to grow and ovulate, but only one survives and the rest dies. And that one that survives is the one that gets released, and it can possibly, get a sperm in there and get pregnant. Well, my body's not doing that at all. So we tried medication and it didn't do anything. And so
Do they know why?
No, they don't.
Okay.
I want to continue getting some testing done. But I don't think they told us.
Mhm.
It's just not happening.
You
Yeah.
popped the question?
Huh?
Have you popped the question?
To the doctors?
Yeah. Like,
Well-
why is this going on? Is there anything? Is it that something I'm doing wrong, or is it just part of my body, or?
From what I know, it's part of my body, but we're still doing testing. Like Friday was the last test that I've taken, and we're
Yeah.
waiting for the results on Monday. So once I have those results, just because they want to pinpoint even more, I'll then be able to get a little bit more information, and then based on that, I'll be able to ask what exactly.
So they
is
don't
wrong.
just want to give you like a theory or what they think. They want to give you a straightforward
exactly.
answer. Okay,
because based on your diagnosis will depend on your treatment. But they kind of have an idea treatment wise, because there's issues on his end and issues on our end. They said that it's going to be pretty much impossible for us to get pregnant like by ourselves. Naturally.
I think they said what, like 1%?
1%.
Less than 1%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we would have to do treatment. And then treatment is like IUI, which is like intrauterine insemination. So what they do is they collect his semen and then they put it in this little like catheter type thing and they go into my uterus. And it's like girl talk. And then they put like the semen in there and then hoping that the sperm will go to the egg. And
that stuff is so expensive.
Oh my gosh. Just like the treatment alone, because it's not covered by insurance. It's $1,500, $1,600, not including medication, and that's per treatment. And each treatment's not guaranteed.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Dang.
But the more treatment you get, I think the likelihood of the success rate goes up.
Yeah.
So you have to do it less times?
So if it doesn't
more
go the
times.
first
More times.
time, that means the second time you have a better chance.
Yeah.
Third time you got a
Right.
better chance. Fourth time you got a better chance.
They say on average like the third, fourth time takes.
Yeah. And if it doesn't take by then it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. Or they have IVF, which is in vitro or something like that. So pretty much is they'll get his semen and then they'll get my egg, and they're pretty much what I call it like build a baby in a lab. So they will get a whole bunch of eggs for me and they'll get his semen and they try to make like each one grow into like an embryo, which is like a baby.
Yeah.
And then you wait a few weeks, and as it grows, some babies die, some survive, and then once you get like a good healthy embryo, that's when they put it inside me, and then I finish like
The process.
making the baby. Yeah. That one is also not a guaranteed, and that one you're looking at least like $20,000 each time.
Dang.
Jeez.
Not including medication.
I didn't know this was this expensive.
Yeah, it's
to be honest.
expensive.
I also heard that, the older you get, the less of a chance that it gets as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well.
Yeah, because so you're born, girls,
Females, yeah.
females are born with like 2 million eggs. By the time you're 30, which I'm turning 30 in like a few months, you're down to only, I think it's like 10%.
You're down?
Yeah. You lose all those eggs except for 10%.
Dang.
Or whatever
Jeez.
numbers. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why?
Yeah,
Okay.
so at my age, I've lost about 90% of mine already. At 30, it starts going.
Women's cycles, every time they have a time of the month, that's the egg dropping.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff I didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to make fun of this, but that just blew my mind.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was. I thought it was just slowly, little by little. Like maybe when you hit 30, you lose. I was thinking maybe about you lose
30%.
25. I was
Yeah.
thinking 25%, and then you hit 40, then you lose another, so you're down to 50% now. They're like, okay, and then once you hit 50 or 60, your chances are very low.
Mhm.
But 90% right off the bat, as soon as you hit 30,
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And then it just goes down, Like at 35, it decreases even more. And then like at 40, it like dramatically like decreases. So yeah, it's crazy. That's why like they say like if you get pregnant at 35, it's considered a geriatric pregnancy, which if you guys don't know, geriatric is like old people. So if you're 35,
at 35,
35,
yeah, that's
crazy.
viejito.
yeah, because
That's
you're
not
at
even
high
half
risk.
to 100
I
yet.
know.
For real.
Because you're considered a high risk pregnancy because
At 35,
35. So in 5 years, if I get pregnant, I got an old people pregnancy.
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, yes.
That's wild.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you learn something.
Yes.
And there's like, I think like 1 in 8 couples struggle getting pregnant. So it's a lot more common.
Yeah.
You see, it's a lot more common than, goes back to what we're saying, than what people make it seem.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't know. I'm
Yeah.
being honest. I didn't even know. I thought this whole thing was just not I didn't think it was possible. Is what I'm saying. I just knew that many people just couldn't have it, but I didn't know why. There was no scientific. I never really dug into it. I mean, you got to think. Like you said, this it's very common for everybody to have kids. You never, unless somebody goes through it, it's the only way you're really gonna learn.
Right.
Exactly.
And since nobody was going through it, you guys, that's what I'm saying. It's very tough on you guys because you guys have never really opened up about it. You guys always kind of stayed very quiet about it, never kind of shared you guys' theory. So in my mind, I never peer pressure you guys about having kids. I never really, honestly, it sucks what I'm about to say, but I never really cared. I'm like, my sister just doesn't want to have kids. Ever since she was younger, she said she never wanted to have kids.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, I'm never going to get married, never having kids.
So in my mind, I'm like, she just doesn't want to have any kids. Yeah. You know, and that's where I thought it was going to go. But now that you guys are sharing this information, like I said, it just helps out, you know. It just helps out. That way we're not rubbing in. Because sometimes when I even tell you joking around, just take one of mine.
Yeah.
And
that's a trigger.
I was going to say, that's another one that triggers them as well. That gets them upset because, like I said, I don't know.
Yeah. Sure.
The more information you know, the more you know. But I say joking around, and you know, I don't.
For sure.
I joke around way too much. You can never be serious with me, but
but it's like you said, that's why we're here learning this right now.
Yeah,
you know, you that way you kind of know, like next time you know, like, hey, that's kind of a little trigger, even if it's a joke. You know, sometimes it hurts. So
that's like I said. I look at it as like with her, out of the rest of my family members, brothers and sisters and all of that, it's the one where I could actually technically be myself. Everybody's too sensitive. And I've never really looked at the bigger picture, you know. Sometimes, she might be good. She never complains and never says anything. But there might be that one time where she's just not really in that mood. And I just happen to say that, you know. And it's good to know, like Richard was saying. It's good to know. Yeah. Bring awareness, not just to me, but to
everyone.
To everybody that's here and everybody that's listening. Yeah. Yes. And all of the women that are going through this, I'm pretty sure, you know, you're not alone. Yeah. I mean, we're witnessing it here with us. So it's good to know.
And I'm sure if you have any questions, you guys, if they have any comments into the questions, I'm sure you guys will answer them gladly. For sure. You know?
Like I said, they're going through the process. So if you guys have anything, they would know. So
even if it's like how to come out to a close person, you know, you guys might have an advice of what way they should take it to not sound rude or, you know, something like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure. Yeah. But I think it's awesome that, like I said, you guys are letting me talk about it, because I just think, especially in our culture, we need to talk about it more. Because you know those like moms and tias, like, give your husband a baby already. You're about to be 30. You're so old. Like, you know, I had your prima, or I had you when I was like 18, and I'm just like, okay.
Like, you also had like 15 other kids.
So I'm just like, just be careful like what you say, because you don't know what someone's going through. And like I mentioned earlier, not just if they are going through infertility, if they just don't want kids or they're just not ready, like they shouldn't have to be like, no, you know, we're just not financially, for example, we're not financially ready, we're still in debt. Like you shouldn't have to go that deep.
You shouldn't have to be telling people why.
You shouldn't be giving any explanation at all.
No explanation.
I feel like it's your lifestyle. If you guys want to have kids, have kids. I get the opposite. I get told to stop. So yes, I stopped. No more.
Yeah. So, you know, we're looking at our options, since we just found out on Friday that we just couldn't naturally. So we're looking at our options, start saving some dough.
Yeah, seriously.
Because insurance doesn't cover it, which I think they should.
I think they should too.
Yeah.
But
what? Why are you looking like that?
I'm just saying, saving some dough.
Sounds like saving souls, or what?
So well, that's good. Like I said, that's a big step. Like I said, so congratulations, guys. I mean, you guys I feel like within time, you guys are gonna get what you want. Just staying positive. It's what I like. The positivity is on you guys. You know that it doesn't let you guys drag you down. You know, it kind of lifts you guys up, and just stay together. With even you guys are both going through it. That's what I like about it. That you can never come back and say, your fault, you cannot give me kids, or you can never hit it. It's your fault. You know, you guys came up to the conclusion, you know what, it's both of us.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to look at it spiritually, there's a reason behind all of this, you know. So so just stay positive, and I think within time you guys will get your way.
Even if it's a blessing where God puts that person, that doctor in front of you guys that tells you the right way, you know, that could also be, because there is some people that are like, well, I don't want to do the medication and all this stuff because, you know, if God wants to give it to me, well, maybe God's giving you that sign. He's giving you that person to give you the right direction, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I like how you guys are, like Edgar said, you guys are together. You guys seem like you guys are solid with it. And from the outside looking in, like I said, before you guys let us know, we had no idea, you know? So you guys, I'm happy for both of you, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And whatever it's in God's plan, like, I think we will try the options. Again, we haven't talked like very deep into it, but I feel like we're both open to it. We will, but at a certain point, we will stop. We won't do like 8 rounds of IVF or IUI. You know, we truly believe like whatever's in God's plan, you know, it's how things are supposed to be. So that's why I'm kind of a little bit against the IVF, because I feel like it's like a human taking control on making that baby.
Yes.
I'd rather not have a baby because it's not in God's plan than force it.
Yeah.
So if we can't, I mean, it's going to suck. We're going to be sad. But I mean, if that's what God wants, then
We'll get more dogs.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Not necessarily dogs, but is it offensive if I ask adopting is an option?
oh, that's not
That's
offensive.
why I was
Yeah.
about to ask him
And
too.
see,
Is
when
that-
when like our close friends and family ask us, like, it's fine. Like, we don't get upset. It's just like other people that don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, you know. So it's like never offensive. But I've always wanted to adopt. Even, you know, when I had that mentality, like, I don't want to get married, I don't want to have kids, I've always had it in my heart to adopt. So I would love to.
Me, I don't know. I mean, I've always wanted my own kids, but I'm not saying that I'm shut off to adoption. I mean, if we can't, then and that's our only option, I would still love to have a kid.
Right. Because see, that's one of I always say this joking around. I mean, I don't have kids because oops. No. I literally, ever since I was little, I said I want 4 kids and I want 2 boys and I want 2 girls. That's exactly what I got. And the other thing is I always wanted to adopt, but I wanted to adopt once my kids are older. Once they're like almost out of the house,
Like about to move out
yeah,
and go to college
once
and all that.
and I don't, not to start all over, but because I don't look at it like that. I look at it as, you know, giving that other kid that opportunity, because some of them, you know, they really have a bad past, you know.
Right.
They were
Do.
treated bad, and if I could help, I can't save the world by adopting them all, but if I could help at least one, yes, of course I'll take that route. That's
Have you
later
ever
down the road.
seen Instant Family?
I
No.
love that movie.
You should check it out. I think it's on Netflix. It's a
I
good
think
movie.
so.
It's got Mark Wahlberg. Pretty much a husband and a wife go through the adoption process, and they end up getting a little family of 3.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I'll keep it
Totally
notes.
cute.
And I mean, maybe if it doesn't work out, maybe that's in God's plan too, you know,
Yeah.
For sure.
for you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like I said, takes balls. That's what I want to say.
Mhm.
Takes balls to kind of just open up about this. So
Especially conquering your fear of coming up
I
here
know.
and then coming up with
So
a
that's what I'm
topic
saying.
like
Talk
that.
about
you
something
know?
so private
Yeah,
and then coming
yeah.
up here, yeah.
yeah, that takes
So-
balls.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we've been saying it in the pod, but you guys know that we are here for anything you guys need.
More
Thank you.
support.
Anything.
We
Yeah.
got you guys.
Thank you.
Love
Do you have
guys.
anything else to add, Mick?
What about financial support? No, just kidding.
Nah,
I'm
you
just
already
kidding, I'm
know
just
that.
kidding,
I
I'm
know.
just kidding.
It's like I
I
tell
didn't-
Ashley, money comes and goes.
Yeah.
Relationships last.
Yeah.
You know.
That's exactly what
I didn't even
was saying.
flinch because
No, I was just
Yeah.
breaking the
I
ice.
got you.
He just got a promotion, so.
Oh, yeah, you did. Dang, bro.
Hey. I'm talking about personal problems. I got you. Just know. So, is there anything else you guys want to add?
No, I think that's
That
everything.
concludes everything.
I think we
Yeah.
just need to give a round of applause to our guest.
First
Ah,
guest,
most definitely,
Thank you.
Before we end this, I just want to say you did a great job.
Yeah.
Thank
You know
you.
what? I think you're many people may not like it. Many people will probably love it. But the fact that is that we come up here and we're bringing awareness is the way that I look at it. You know,
Yes.
hey, just take a close look before we open our mouth. I know we have a big mouth and we all decide to talk and just go blah, 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 right? We don't know we're offending people. So before we do that, take a look. Make sure they feel right. Make sure you understand them physically, emotionally, and they're just to support. You're not alone. Like I said, if you guys need any questions, anything about them, they're going through the same exact processes. Probably if you are. If not, they're probably a little more advanced. But if you're going through the process, give them a holler. They're here. Leave your comments.
Mhm.
They're willing to help. If not, these are very great people. I'm not saying this because we're family, but they're willing to help you.
Yeah.
Other than that, guys, I think that pretty much wraps up this episode.
Yep.
Thanks for our guest and our first guest here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Let's spread awareness. Share this
Yes,
video.
share it.
Comment, like. Let's
Subscribe.
get it trending, just so that we can have people aware of what other people are going.
Because he doesn't get talked a lot.
Yeah,
It doesn't get
exactly.
talked enough,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
feel like it should. It should.
Mhm.
And that wraps it
Spotify
up.
and Apple.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I forgot about it.
Stepping it up.
Yes, we're setting it up, so we'll soon be there. So make sure you guys tune in.
For
Yeah.
everyone
All right,
at
guys.
work.
Thanks,
Well,
guys.
thank you so much. Later.
Bye.
Bye.